What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, here with another edition of Traditional Fans with Opinions, where I'll give my reviews for whoever I watched, read, or played today. And who are traditional fans with opinions? That is myself, and that is you, the viewers. With all that being said, on with the reviews. Twilight Blade, Chapter 6. So in this chapter, so the spirit possessing that one guy's mother attacks Yojin and that one guy. So and then the spirit mocks the guy, and so then Yojin tries to exercise. So the guy's name's revealed to be Yamato in some flashbacks, and so yeah, so then Yojin kicks spirit possessing Yamato's mother. Yeah. Hence, really, Yojin's immune to mind control. He's built a tolerance to it. Then the spirit tries to kill Yamato, but then, Yojin wins. And so then defeats the demon, the spirit, exorcise it out of Yamato's mother. So then he tries to interrogate the spirit about what he knows about Hikari. But then a bigger spirit crushes the smaller one. And then you see Hikari think about his mother. Then Yojin says he has the spirit's name, Karikura. So, yeah. So, it's definitely interesting. So, yeah, so figure out who this Karikura guy is. Looks like based on Yojin's reaction, seems to know who that spirit is. So we'll see what that goes, what happens there. But yeah, that was a good chapter. Looking forward to the next one. Yoroi Shinden Samurai Troopers, episode 14. So in this episode, it's revealed that Ryusei, before he died, was taken to the divine world. And so he was reborn, whatever. Now there's questions of whether or not, he's basically doing all this stuff all out of free will, whether he's controlled. That's still in question. So then, all those the five braves learn that Ramaga is from the divine world, that them and Guy were humans that were basically Ramaga did some rituals whatever on them before they end up in the demon realm or whatever. So yeah. And then it's explained that the reason why some people like Mirai weren't saved is that the power that was used to them the monster, Mirai and Sumires and the monsters were different than the ones with divine world powers. So those with divine world powers, like the puppets, they were eternal, but those who were turned the monsters by different means, like Mirai, they were not. But yeah. So yeah, then basically so Guy is able to regain control after of his body. So the like his power inside the sword. So Guy's back, and he had regained all of his memories. And so, yeah, then like there's a lot of stuff, about to go down. It's like we'll see what happens, with Guy back, what happens with Ramaga, and then the whole fight against the Divine World, how all the Braves can react to it. Interesting how all that goes. So yeah, I like this episode. Looking forward to the next one. Shiboyugi, playing death games and put food on the table, 44, Cloudy Beach. So this is a movie that's like a sequel to the show. So basically in this, so you have all these players. They're trapped in some like remote island. Their entire attire is basically just like they all wear bikinis or whatever. Now one of them's a murderer, and everyone has to figure out who's the murderer. Basically, it's Among Us. It's literally Among Us. Is what it is. So, you know, and basically, Yuki meets they see different people die, so to real that. So, I see a lot of stuff that happens, like so to reveal that Yuki's mentor and mentored some other people, and then um basically like so it's like there's like a lot you see a lot of them die, and then final confrontation, the essay, one of them is like shown to be like the killer or whatever. So she fights Yuki. Now apparently in the original light novel or novel, whatever, Yuki kills Essay by basically ripping her apart with her bare hands, but in this, Yuki cuts her like with like a cutlass, whatever. So like yeah, um yeah, so you see all the different like stuff, like all different, like also there's only 3 survivors of the game. Like amongst everyone that's there, only 3 left survive. So you see like a lot of these so yeah, it's pretty brutal. I mean, it's it still is kind of weird how the blood is shown as like white or whatever. Now, what's interesting, when Yuki's getting cut, whatever, the blood's shown as red for whatever reason. But out every other instance where blood's shown, it's white, which makes some things look weird. Kind of like what makes things look a little weird. But you have Yuki's at like a bar, goes to a bar after the game. She's like crying over the events. But yeah, so it's a like I thought it was a decent film. I did not know it was a thing until basically today, whatever. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, so I thought it was a decent, film. The animation does have problems, those same problems that the TV show had. Yeah, like I still criticize the animation still has problems, but it's whatever. It's still a decent film. I recommend watching it. And that's it. Did y'all like the stuff I reviewed? And if you have your own opinions about all that, you can put all that in the comments. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, and all that. And look forward to the next video.